Hi, I'm Marna, and I have a few of my American Girls almost ready for Christmas. I did make these items. I think I did. Well, yeah, you could see this one made in Blythe size, so I did do all of these on camera. One thing I wanted to add, I have two girls that are not quite ready. These two girls. She's going to get a hat today, and this one I think needs a belt. So what I'm going to use, I bought this on sale this summer, and I put it up with my Christmas stuff so I remember it. And this is a slap bracelet. I love these. It's the mermaid sequins. She can wear this Christmas, and she can wear this New Year's Eve. I love that. But anyway, let's see if we can make her a little belt with this and see how fancy she can become. So now she's ready. Oh, Stan kind of kicked it off. There we go. Oh, wrong way. There we go. She is ready for a party. Now let's get this hat started. For my pattern, I bought party hats at Walmart. And when you use this, keep that elastic. You can use that, if nothing else, you can use that for stringing beads. But if you look at this, you'll see that it comes down over the head like a Santa hat or ski hat, and that's what you want. You don't want that sitting up on top party hat, but the Santa ski hat. So that is your pattern. For this particular way of doing it, where there's a liner that has no stretch, you want to cut that about just more than a 1/4 inch all the way around, so that when you put that on the head and fold it up, it fits the head. And you might be surprised that we're going to make these separately. And what we're going to do is we're going to sew this hat up, make the seam, and then we're going to take this hat and we're going to leave an opening right here. We're going to sew from the bottom up about an inch, inch and a half, not, put your back stitch on your sewing machine so that knots. Come down from the top about 2.5, 3 inches. Make sure you knot that. And the reason is that's where we're going to turn everything inside out. When you finish both hats, what you will do is put the right sides together, starting at your back seam, and sew these two together. Okay, so here's what you have. It has been sewn up the back of with right sides together. It's been sewn up the back of your fleece. It's been sewn up the back of your fabric with an opening, and then you have sewn right sides together all around the top of the hat. So you can guess what's going to happen next, except inevitably when you sew a cone, you get unevenness. So even that out, and at the top, cut away where it peaks. And the reason is your peak will lay better if you do. And then, of course, turn your hat inside out and finish that seam. Okay, and then press your liner up inside your hat using something pokey so that get it with your finger all the way to the top, and then use something pokey to make that stand as well as you can. Then on the edges, do finger pressing. And what that means is what you're doing is you're pressing that seam out so that it lays flat. And you just kind of wiggle the fabric back and forth with that seam as high to the top as it can get. The noise you're hearing in the background are my two dogs playing with Christmas toys. Okay, now you simply give it a tuck up, and this is why you made the hat a little bit bigger than your pattern, because when you put this on the head, it takes up a little bit more room. I didn't have a bell, so what I'm going to do is sew this to the top. I'll take the cord off and grab some red thread, and I'm going to sew that to the top. Okay, there is an alternative way that you can do this. I don't think it's as neat and nice, but it's a way. And that is to sew your fabrics together around the brim and then stitch it up the back when you're done. See, I don't like, that's a lot of stitching, but it does work. But in the back, you will have this where you do not on this hat. Oh, I have that kind of off to the side, don't I? Oops. I hope you have enjoyed our Christmas crafts for DIY for the American Girl dolls. It was fun for me. Another thing that was fun for me was this morning when we got up, of course it was still dark out, and I got ready to take my dogs out. I always walk my Yorkie. And it had snowed. Now, it's only a dusting, but that's okay. It's still snow. And now, Darren and I are going to go play in it. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.